Uh,
So whatever we have discussed in our previous lecture, that was a general discussion about the calculation of the option price limit. Now we are showing the entire process with the help of mathematical formulas. For developing the mathematical formulas, we are using some symbols. The symbols are stated in this particular slide. S is the spot price of the underlying asset. Spot price means the spot price of the underlying asset prevailing on the date of settlement of the option. It may be the maturity date, it may be the any day before that. We know that two types of options are there, European options and American options. In case of American options, you can settle at any time before the option is matured, but in case of European option, it can be settled only on the date of maturity. So, spot price of the underlying asset will be the spot price of the underlying asset on the date of settlement. Next one is X. X is the exercise price of the option. The exercise price of the option is the price stated in the derivative contract for the underlying asset. Now, third one is very crucial. It is E. E is the exponential value, which is mathematically approximately 2.718. This exponential value is used for calculating continuous compounding. Continuous compounding is a process where the interest rate is accumulated at every moment of time. So the maximum interest that a person can earn when it is paid under continuous compounding basis. And in case of continuous compounding, we use the term E. Next one is C. It is the premium of the call option. Similarly, P will be the premium of the put option. I is the interest rate per rupee per annum, and T is the time of maturity of the option. Now, let us look at the formula one by one for boundary calculation. First price is maximum call price. It is very simple. Whatever we have stated there, that has been just shown here with the help of symbols. C max means maximum premium of the call option, which is equal to S. S means spot price on the date of settlement. The spot price is either greater than or equal to the C premium value. That means premium value will be normally less than S, but in extreme cases it can be S. It cannot be more than S. In that case, arbitraging opportunity will be created. That means whatever we have discussed for maximum call price or call premium in the previous slide, that has been just shown here mathematically in formula form by using symbols. Now we are coming to the minimum call price. We have stated that minimum call price is the intrinsic value of the option. And intrinsic value is the difference between spot price and exercise price. Exercise price is the buy price of a call option. So if the spot price is more than that, then it is profitable. We can make some profit by buying the underlying asset against call option and selling it in the spot market. However, the time frame of the spot price and the time frame of the X are not the same. Spot price is the price prevailing today, and the strike price is the price that we will receive when the option will finally mature. So due to this time gap, what we have to do, we have to convert the future value into present value. Where future value means the price X, which is exercise price. So you have to calculate the present value of the exercise price X. The present value of exercise price is calculated in normal cases by using the formula x by 1 plus r to the power t. But we have mentioned that in derivative, in practical, when price is fixed, the best way is to consider the continuous compounding method where E is used. So actually present value of x is nothing but x divided by e to the power rt. So if x is divided by e to the power rt, then by applying the indices concept, we can write it as x divided by e to the power rt is equal to x into e to the power minus rt. So x into e to the power minus rt is the present value of the exercise price. So now we are in a position to compare the spot price of the underlying asset with the present value of the exercise price. If the spot price is more than the present value of the exercise price, then there is a difference, and that difference is the minimum premium that the writer will claim from the buyer of the option. If the premium is less than that, then there will be an arbitrary opportunity, and the writer will knowingly make some loss, which is not permitted. Hence, we can say that minimum call price will be Cmin is equal to S minus X into e to the power minus R. Now we are moving to maximum and minimum put price. Maximum put price we have mentioned is the exercise price. The exercise price or strike price is the price which decides whether the selling right is profitable or not, that means whether intrinsic value of the put option is positive or not. But since exercise price is received in future, again you have to convert the future value into present value in order to decide what is the maximum put price. So maximum put price we have shown here is x into e to the power minus rt. It is nothing but present value of the x, that means x divided by e to the power rt. That has already we have discussed in detail while calculating minimum call price in the second formula. So maximum put price is the present value of the exercise price. Now we are coming to the minimum put price. Minimum put price will be again the intrinsic value of the put. But intrinsic value of the put is calculated by deducting spot price S from exercise price. So X minus S is normally the intrinsic value of the put. But since X is receivable in future, so what we will do, we will again calculate the present value of the X, which is X into e to the power minus rt. From this to deduct the spot price S, whatever value you will get, that is the minimum put price or put premium. So I think the idea of calculating maximum and minimum limit is now clear, but here we have not considered the dividend because in simple cases it is assumed that during the period of holding of an option, there are no premium or bonus share or anything will be paid for underlying asset. No dividend or bonus share, etc., will be paid for the underlying asset. On the basis of that assumption, we have developed this formula. In the subsequent slide, we will discuss if the dividend is there, how can we make some modification in this maximum and minimum option price of call and put. That's all for this lecture. Again, we go to the third lecture on this particular area in the next video.